Alright, so I guess this is kind of a voice reveal. Um, Alright, so I guess this is kind of a voice reveal. Um, but yeah, I decided to use my voice for this live stream so I could teach you guys better. So for now, I'm just gonna wait until more people join. Well, devious giggle. No, exams just ended because, for me, school already ended, so it's summer break right now. No, exams just ended because, for me, school already ended, so it's summer break right now. Which also means I get to chill in my room all day. Yay! Which also means I get to chill in my room all day. Yay! So for now I'm just gonna go ahead and start a new project. And click this plus button. For me, I just like to use the 1:1 ratio. That's best for uploading like shorts and stuff. And the background, you can just like keep it transparent. Oh, opinions on animation? Alright, so let's just start with like a basic animation. So I'm just gonna use this circle right here. And press color and fill if you want to change the color. So it's red now. Yeah, yay. This is how long, what? So tap on it, tap on the layer. And tap and hold on the arrow, then like drag it to the right. And that's how you make a layer longer. So for this animation, I think I kind of want to make it like bounce, yeah. So for this, I can either use scale assist or I can just make it with keyframes. So I'm gonna use scale assist for this animation. Here we are. Make sure you're on the scale part because that's where you have to add the keyframes. And make sure it's X, negative Y. So add a keyframe by pressing this like diamond button here. Boop. And then add another keyframe at the end. And stay on the end. And then just like kind of drag this. It's squeezing. Yeah, drag it to however you want. So as you can see, it squeezes, but we want to make it bounce. So that's where this graphs come in. Click on the one below. I'm sorry, I can't explain. Okay, yeah, click on that one, and click on the third option right here. So yeah, as you can see, it's not really that smooth, but let's adjust this a bit. Yeah, so it's not really, it's more like squeezing, so let's make it bounce. Oh, we're gonna make sure you click on this button right here, this rhombus button, and then add another keyframe in the beginning. Then go to the end and add another keyframe. Now we're on the end keyframe. Put your finger on the swipe here to move layer, and drag your finger down. Cause I'm on mobile, so I just use my fingers to edit and stuff. Drag it down. Yeah. So now what you want to do, go back to effects, click on the effect, and click on the graphs button. This is the graphs for this effect. And click on these like 3 dots here, and we're gonna press copy curve. And go back to the moving part. I don't know how to explain what this is. And click on graphs. As you can see, this one has no graphs, but the effects does. So click on the 3 dots and press paste curve. So now it's more smooth like this. Now there's also another type of animation you could use if you want to make it like spin. Let's delete everything real quick. Okay, so we have our circle. Click on the button below the one that we just used. So this one. Next, we're going to add a keyframe at the beginning and then at the end. Now stay on the end keyframe, and then use your tap and hold on this, and then just kind of drag it. Well, I don't think we could use a circle for this, so let me get another shape. Ooh, a star. I love stars. I'm just gonna make it a different color. Purple, of course. Make it longer. And click on move and transform. This button right here. Add a keyframe in the beginning, and at the end, stay on the end keyframe and move this to however you want it. Okay, so it's spinning now. But I'm pretty sure that, so if you want, I could teach how to do gacha animation, because it's like a really popular kind of animation, like gacha tubers. Yes, I do gacha, not only PKXD, but I also do gacha. But if you want to see how I made those shorts with PKXD animation, I could probably teach you guys that. You saw nothing. So scroll. So I already have a transparent PNG of my character. Say hello to Mika. Hello. Oh. zoom in on her face. Alright, I'm gonna make this longer. And then, yeah, like that longer. So what I want to do, well, how about we make a walk while she's sitting down? That makes no sense. Oh, this is what I like to do a lot. Kind of bend the layer. It's kind of like an idle animation. Okay, so I used the effect bend. Stay on the angle thingy, or I don't know. Next, add a keyframe in the beginning and then a keyframe at the end here. Then just move it like this. Well, move it to this part, this way. In the beginning, you're going to move it to the left, and in the end, it's moving to the right. So you can see here. Now, if we want to make her like do it over and over again, of course we got to do grass. Click on this one, the second one, and click on the third option here. I kind of want to change the grass a bit so it can be slower. So it looks like she's just resting. Ooh. Yay. So I'm gonna add the light motion logo. Alright, hold on. Alright, so here's the light motion logo. Man, I think I'm sick. Adjust it and make it the same length as the other layer. There you go. Now for me, I kind of want to make this go like up and down, like it's hovering, floating. Kind of forgot the word. So, oops, wrong one. Click add effect, and for me, I like to use oscillate, but make sure it says VV. Vertigo, I don't know what that stands for, but make sure it says VV oscillate. If you don't know how to get that, go to the search bar and search up oscillate, and then you should press vibrate vertigo. That's what VV stands for. So you can see it's going a bit crazy right now. Don't worry, we can fix that. Move the frequency to the left to make it slower. Okay, so now it looks like it's like hovering. And if you want, you can make the magnitude much larger, which means it's gonna go like more down every time. And move it to the right. So you can see it's going more up and down. That's what the magnitude is. But I'm gonna just keep it at the setting it was before. A little bit more. There we go. Alright, so now I think we should add a background. It can't be like transparent all the time. Unless you're making something that has to have a transparent background, then that's fine. But if you are making like a short for your YouTube channel, you're gonna need a background. So I'm just gonna scroll on down and try and find. Oops, that's transparent. I would just use this for a white background. Shush, no one will know. Make it the same length. And to make it to the bottom. Oh my gosh, my English is not Englishing. Press and hold on this button right here. That's next to the layers. Yeah. And then drag it all the way to the bottom. Now we have a white background, yay! So I think we should add a little bit more to this video. I'm gonna add music soon, but I kind of want to add more effects. In my videos, sometimes I like to add a pixelated shadow for my characters. If you want to learn how to do that, then let me teach you. Click on the layer that you want to add a shadow to, and click this button right here. Press duplicate layer. Click on the copy layer. So the copy layer, click on the button for the copy layer and drag it below the original. Click on the copy layer and drag it behind the character, make it bigger and behind the character. So it's kind of like it's gonna be a shadow. So that should be good. Oh my gosh, it's coming off the screen. Well, it's coming off the screen. That's fine, I guess. Go to effects, add effect, and press pixelate. Now you can adjust it to however you want, but I like to keep it like around 20. Next, go to blending and opacity, and then lower the opacity. Now we have a shadow for our character. And sometimes, if you want, you can add shadows to objects like this too. Just repeat the same process. I'm gonna go ahead and speed run this. Oh, that looks like a circle, not gonna lie. Just try to make it look like a shadow that's behind the character or object. Alright, hold on. Okay, so here's our completed animation. It's just Mika idling and like the light motion logo hovering next to her. For the music, I'm gonna use something that I already have in my camera roll. But if you want to get music, I would get it from YouTube. I just get all my audios from YouTube and just screen record a video and once you screen record a video. Delete the parts that don't have the audio. So like when the video starts, touch and drag, move it here. And then go to the end when the video ends. Okay, but so click on the layer, scroll down, and press extract audio. Then click on the layer and delete it. So now you only have the audio, the music.
I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent.
Okay, so press on this button again and drag it all the way down. This is optional. I just like to add my music
I'm not
at
that.
the bottom. So
I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent.
as we can see, the animation isn't really as long as the audio, so I'm gonna have to fix that. For this, I can just make it into a group and duplicate it over and over again. So in order to do that, let's see. So, how do I explain this? So, press and click, tap and hold on these little things here in the corner with the eyes on them. This. So, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold, press and hold. Oops. Press and hold. So like just press and hold everything except for the music. And then once you have everything, press group. So now everything is a group. It'll be easier to duplicate. Click on the group and click on this button. Then press duplicate layer. Tap and hold on the duplicate layer.
Innocent.
And now it should repeat over and over again. So do the same thing. Duplicate, drag it over here. And since in the end I have a little bit of space left, I'm just gonna add a little picture. Just gonna add a little picture in the end. Oops. Yeah, that's the end picture. Burning spice cookie. That's more like burping lice cookie. If you're a Cookie Run fan, you would know about those kind of cosplayers. I actually have one of those avatars.
I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent.
Okay, so our animation is now finished. Now, the most important step is getting the transparent image of your avatar. So I'm gonna go ahead and teach that too. Let's go ahead and exit. First, head into PKXD. So I'm gonna take a screenshot when I want to post it. So after you take a screenshot, click on the screenshot and kind of crop it to where only the character in the background is showing. Alright, so that was our first step. Now the second step is to go into any drawing app and draw the face of your character. Now for me, to draw, I use LIVESTREAM. Press on the plus button on the top of your screen and then select import picture. Next, click on this button right here where the arrow is pointing to. I know, it's kind of, yeah, click on that. You should see this. Click on the plus button here and click on eyedropper over here. Press on your skin tone, on your character's skin tone. Now you should have the exact same one. For the brushes, click on brush, and for me, I usually use dip pen hard. And now what you're gonna do is kind of color over the face with the skin color, like this. So now your character doesn't have a face. Go back to the layers by clicking on this button again. And then click on this arrow button above the trash can button, aka the delete button. Click on it. It should merge the layer down. Now you have a drawing base where you can draw the face. Go back to layers and click the plus button again to add another layer. Click on this square with the color. And for me, I like to use black to draw faces. No, I'm just gonna draw a little silly goofy face on here. Oops. So silly. Now for the mouth, click on the bucket tool, sorry. bucket tool and click on the color square. Don't know what it's called. And for me, I use a pinkish kind of shade. And then click on the mouse. Then go back to layers and press this button again to turn it on. Click the plus button again because now I'm going to try new shading for the mouth. So now you're on the new layer. Click on this normal button and select multiply. Now just kind of add the darker shade of color into the mouth. And click on layers. If you want, you can lower the opacity. And then merge the layer down again by pressing this button. And now we have a face on our character. Next, what we're going to do is click on this arrow button here and press Save Image. Now, how do we make it transparent? Well, I have the solution to that. Go to Safari or Google, whatever you use. Go ahead and type in remove background. So you should be in this website, but let me go ahead and teach you how to get to it from Google. So press background type in background remover, and it should be this yellow website right here. Alright, I'm back. I had to go do something. Anyways, select upload image and go to your photo library. And select on the image we just created. And it should automatically remove the background. Now if you have these little things coming from the headphones, click on erase and restore, and then make sure it's on the erase setting. I'm going to make the brush smaller and brush on the stuff you want to delete. And now it should be like this. Click download, preview, download, and this button should appear right here. Click on it. Click on the thing you downloaded. button right here and press save image, then press done. Alright, so now we have our transparent image of our character. Go ahead and head back to light motion. And if you want to make a new project, select on the green plus button, create from scratch. We're going to go ahead and add our background. Make it a little bit longer and click on our image, press the plus button. Now we have our transparent image here. Alright, just tell me if I'm going too fast. Alright, so before I continue, I'm gonna wait for a little bit more people to join. And that way more people can see the tutorial I'm doing. So like nobody will miss out on anything. Therefore, I might be AFK. Alright, I'm back. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and make my character start walking. The first step is to make it move to the right. Click on this button, oops. Add a keyframe in the beginning, and then add a keyframe in the end. Go to the end keyframe, and then drag your finger in the swipe here to move there. Just move it however much you want. Like that. Excuse me. Anyways, our next step is to make it kind of go like up and down. For that, I think I'm going to use the oscillate again. Add effect, VV oscillate, this one right here. And move the frequency to the left to make it slower. It looks like my character is walking now. Adjust to your liking. Once you have that part done, once you have that part done, if you want to add a little bit extra, you could also make it kind of bounce a little bit. For that, you're going to click on the button right here, the one that I'm on right now, the third button. Add a keyframe in the beginning and at the end of the layer. So in the beginning keyframe, you're going to make it really skinny and long. And then in the end keyframe, you're going to make it more stretched out. And then click on the grass button here, the second option, and then the third. Oh, that actually looks really cute. I'm gonna adjust the graph right quick. Okay, so it looks good now. Oops. And just for an update about my newest video, I'm probably gonna start working on it soon. If you don't remember what my newest video is, it's going to be about me reacting to the videos you guys requested. I'm actually probably almost finished with that video, kind of like midway, halfway. So once I finish, I'll let you guys know. But thank you so much for 603 subscribers, by the way. I'm really grateful. And this is also my voice review as promised. You're burning spice cookie. Now, if you want, you can add kind of like a sound effect for when your character's walking. I'm gonna add a sound effect, but I just gotta find it. I have like a lot of stuff in my camera roll. Right, here it is. I use this sound effect a lot in my videos. And if you want to clip it, press this button right here. And then press this button to clip it again. Press and hold on the layer to drag it. And then clip it again. Oops. Next we're going to press extract audio. Press on the video, delete it, so now we only have the audio. Drag the audio all the way to the bottom. That's just how I do it. Now there's also this thing where I can add like an outline around my character. If you want to do that in a video, here's how you can do it. Go to border and shadow and then press add border. You can make it any color. Oh. Oops. It doesn't really work with transparent images, but if you have like a green screen, that would work. A green screen would work. For example, go to add effect and chroma key if you want to adjust it a bit. And then go to border and shadow, press add border. See, it works with green screens. But it doesn't work with transparent images because I've learned that the hard way multiple times. I can't stop watching it. But anyways, that's the walking animation. did like 2 animations.
I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent. I'm not.
And then the walking animation. Now the rest of it is just more personal animations, like what more for my gacha channel and then others of my OCs. I have been pretty busy with my gacha channel. If you want, I could show you the link to my gacha channel. It would mean so much to me if you could like and subscribe to my videos on that channel.
That innocent. I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent. I'm not that innocent.
Ah, the picture haunts me. Anyways, I'm gonna be AFK again for a little while, just so more people can join. Alright, I'm back. I had to go do something.
I'm not that innocent. I'm not that.
Oh my gosh, hello Marshmallow! Hi Marshmallow PKXD.
I'm not that innocent.
Oh, hi! Thank you so much, Marshmallow. Oh, and by the way, congrats on becoming a creator. Like, congratulations, Marshmallow. Yay!
What you doing? Did you download Snapchat? Why mama got it on the phone?
Bye, Marshmallow. Thank you. Anyways, let's go ahead and create another video. For this one, I think I'm going to use the same image from before, this transparent image I have. And let's go ahead and add a background. I'm just going to use this. And let's make it the same length as the character and drag it to the bottom like that. Just adjusting my character. There you go. For this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do a special effect that allows you to flip, to look like your layer is like kind of spinning, but 3D. So if you want to learn how to do that, go to Effects and search bar, flip layer, and make sure you press flip vertical. Oops, sorry, it was flip horizontal. Eek, I forgot. Yeah, flip layer and horizontal. Yeah, like that. So as you can see, it looks like your character is kind of spinning 3D. Now if you want to make this faster, then make sure you're on angle. And oops. Yeah, but add a keyframe. Add your beginning position. And then go to the end Make sure there's a keyframe at the end as well. And then go ahead and just start moving the thing. So now it looks like my character is spinning. Oh, that's actually really cute. Now, for now, I think I'm going to add an audio in the back. But it's just going to be a little, like, soft audio. Oh, I found one. You might recognize this. A nice birthday music. Now, you're going to click this button to clip it. So it's the same as all the other ones. And then go ahead and click and hold on this button, drag it all the way to the bottom. Then click on it and press extract audio, click on the video and delete it. Anyways, next we're gonna take our audio, which is this purple thing, and drag it to the bottom. That's just how I like to wear it. Video of our character spinning. Now, if you want, you could do a little bit extra and make it go up and down while it's spinning. For that, go to Effects, Add Effect, and press on VV Oscillate. Again, if you don't have that, search up Oscillate and select Vibrate Vertical. Whoa, hold on, buddy. Go ahead and click on the frequency. Well, don't click on it, but move the frequency to the left to make it kind of slower. And I'm gonna make it faster. And then if you want it to go like more up and down, you're gonna move the magnitude to the right. Yeah, so now it looks like it's red spinning. Oh, I love the music. The music matches it so much. I'm stuttering. Eek. Honestly, my dream is to become the creator that animates like this. I know there are other people who do this, but I think I can give it a try. It's so silly, I love it. Alright. So far, we've made around 3 videos, 3 edits. Oh gosh, I just realized my iPad, like, my device is like at 6%. Let me go ahead and put it to charge right quick. Alright, it's charged. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and create another edit by pressing this button. No, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the back scenes of some of my other edits. For example, this one that I posted not for the thing, I used a rectangle and made it really thin, and then I made it fan in and out. So in, out, in, out. You can kind of see how it fades in, out, in, out. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And gives it that effect. And for the character, that's the same one I used for the edit earlier, that sitting position. And for the meat, I just used a green screen video for that and animated it dropping down. Boop. And for that, I added an image, of course, and I made it very stretched out and then back to skinny. And this is the graph that I used for that. I don't know where there's a keyframe here, but yeah, so these are basically just red rectangles, thin rectangles, and a very thick rectangle with the fade in and out. Now for another edit that I've made on my YouTube channel, for example this Roblox one. In order to make this one, what I had to do was get a transparent image of my Roblox avatar using the same method I used for my PKXD avatars I showed you later. Well, past live stream. Well, I showed you in this live stream. So yeah, the same method except in Roblox, you're gonna go to a game that has green screens and use that. Oh my gosh, am I sick? Oh man. Oh well. Okay, so I got that transparent image with the green screen. I didn't really make it transparent, I just used a green screen as you can see here. So that way the borderline would work. The borderline is the white outline around my character you can see. And for the plus button, that's just a regular text with a black border. And for the flag, I got that picture from Google. And for the pyramid background, I also got that. And then just animated it moving that way. Same thing with these two. The plus button. And for this picture, I also got it from Google. I use these graphics. And then for that part, I used a green screen video of my avatar in an Egyptian outfit. And yes, anything with green screen can have an outline, so that includes videos too. And I did the same method I used in my last edit with the pixelated shadow behind a different way. That's how I did it. Now for this edit became really popular, and I'm actually really glad for that. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this to get really popular or like go viral. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to get that much views because I was just following trends, I guess. But for this one, it was actually pretty easy, except for the part with the text. That was pretty hard to do. But what I did was I added a background, this faded background here, you can see. And then I added a white rectangle, but as I went to color and fill, select this button, it looks like it's faded, as you can see here. And then again, I got transparent images of PK characters, mine and YN. This is the first time I've added YN in my videos. For the camera moving, I just used the move and transform. This part all the way up to here, they move this way. And then for this part, I zoomed in, made this bigger, and then I took a picture of an arm and animated that moving. You can see the keyframes here, how I did it. These are the graphs I used for the coming in and going out. I had to use the same keyframe for this though. The same graph, sorry. And I did it that way. For this part with the text, here are the texts right here. So for the making it move up and down, I use keyframes for that. Come along, so it's like come and then going down along, and then going back up, down with me. And then for when it fades out, I use fade out here. Faded and out. And for the face on YN, I did the same method by using Abyss Paint to draw a face on the PK. Kind of copy and pasted everything. And then kind of flipped it. except for that, the come along part, it's kind of flipped too, so it's pretty obvious what I did though. Behind the scenes, oh gosh, what happened? Anyways, for this edit that I made, this edit I made a long time ago, but it's basically just me tweening my art. If you want, I could show you a speed paint of how I drew Yada. So I used this paint, done again. Pokemon Kingdom! Yay! I skip. For the Yada, I drew it here. Here's the speed paint. Now this is kind of my old art style. I kind of have like a new art style now. It's a little bit different on how I draw bodies. And how I draw eyes is different too, especially mouths. And like how I outline and shade my art, it's also different. But that was a speed paint. And if I wanted to like tween it, I had to separate the body parts into different layers. How did I do that? Well, I just drew on separate layers. One layer I drew the head, the other layer I drew the tails, and the other layer I drew the arm with the bat. Another layer I drew the body, so they're on all their own separate layers. Like this, as you can see. Since the arm, the right arm or the left arm, I don't know. Yeah, the left arm. Since this arm right here was going to be the only arm that moved, that means it's going to be on its own separate layer. Since it's the only arm that can move, well, that will move in my animation. That's why I made this one separate from the body, but the other arm is connected to the body. Anyways, I hope this live stream helped you guys, and thank you so much for 603 subscribers. And again, I'm really happy, like really happy. I'm kind of sick right now, like I have a stuffy nose, so I might need to end this live stream a little bit early. I sound like weird. But anyways, that's all for this live stream. Let me just show you a speed paint of the thumbnail right quick and I'll go. Yep, that's it.